Hey everyone, it's Mike. I'm back doing another contest entry today. It's Sunday morning, and I wanted to enter this before the contest ran out. And this is the Flipside Vinyl Community with JC. His contest about approaching 3,000 subscriptions, and he's moved well beyond that. But I still wanted to support his channel and enter this contest. So his contest. For one thing, JC's got a great channel. Go check him out. Very knowledgeable guy. He's been around for a while and just very entertaining and fun to watch his channel. So go check him out. I'll put his link down below. The first stipulation of his contest is to give some shout outs to other Vinyl Community members, or just one, but I'm going to do two. The first one is PC31. The Vinyl Policeman. He's out of England. His name is Mike. Great guy, super nice, newish channel, and he does some great stuff. He's got great taste in music and just a lot of fun to watch. So go check him out. I'll put his link down below as well. The next one, Embryonic Robot. I've been watching his channel a lot. He and I comment back and forth on our videos. Super nice guy out of Toronto, Canada. His name's Brian. Go check him out as well. I'll put his link down below. So the contest itself, JC wants us to talk about 3 decades of music and just point out an example from each decade. 70s, 80s, and 90s. So if you watch my channel, you'll notice that most of my music is that I show is from the 80s forward. My musical awakening kind of happened with in 1981 with Rush's Moving Pictures. When that album came out, that was my first record purchase, and I don't know, my music tastes and my interest in collecting vinyl and all that kind of went forward from that point. I didn't go back and look into buying stuff from the 70s or the 60s or whatever. You know, I like a lot of bands from back then, but really my focus is more on 80s music and 90s and newer stuff as well. So I don't have a lot of this 70s stuff, but I do have some. And today I'd like to show one of my favorites, one of my favorite bands from the 70s, Led Zeppelin, and this is my favorite album of theirs, Zeppelin 3. One of my early memories of music, loving music, was I was a little kid, very young, at a Baskin-Robbins with my family, and the employees had the radio on, and the song came on, and it was a crazy sounding song. It sounded awesome. Especially to a little boy listening to this kind of music. It just sounded just freaking amazing, and it was the Immigrant Song. And at that point, I'd never heard anything like that, and I wasn't really listening to like rock radio or anything back then. So I was exposed to like soft rock that my older sister listened to and that kind of stuff. So hearing Immigrant Song was really shocking. I absolutely love that song. And then later on, when I started buying records, I, of course, got into Zeppelin, and this album just always has been my favorite. Friends, Out on the Tiles, That's the Way, Barnyard Stomp. There's just so many freaking great songs. Immigrant Song, Knows What You're Me In, and I love this album. So 70s, Zeppelin 3, classic. 80s. This is a band that's been talked about a lot recently. They're on tour right now, and everybody's talking about how great they are and all this stuff. And this album is an album that the person probably wishes he never did, but I really like it. So this is the 80s Ministry's first album with Sympathy. This is early synth pop, and it's kind of got a goth kind of overtone to it. I really like this album. Al Jurgensen hates this album, and I don't know. It always bugs me, I guess, when I see artists and they hate their early stuff. Like, I don't know. I can understand why he doesn't play this music in his concerts now, because his music is, very kind of speed metal industrial mayhem. And this is like the opposite of that. But I really like this early stuff. I like his second album, Twitch, that came after this. I like that album better than this. It's more industrial, but not nearly what he does now. But anyway, this is synth pop Ministry with Sympathy. I don't know. I really dig this. So, say what you will. 90s. I just randomly went over and just picked out an indie rock album from the 90s, because there's a lot of them that I have, but I chose this one, Built to Spill, Keep It Like a Secret. Was fortunate enough to see him, Doug, in concert after the release of the album that came after this one. Really nice, beautiful guitar work, just amazing guitar. I don't know, he's a virtuoso in guitar, if you ask me. He's wonderful. They're based out of, I think, Boise, Idaho, and just really great sounding, beautiful rock music, indie rock, whatever you want to categorize it at. But the guitar work is just absolutely fantastic. So when I saw them, I say them, it really wasn't a band. It was just Doug and an accompanying musician, I think, that played guitar too, like a backup. So it was kind of like an acoustic show, which I was kind of disappointed, because I wanted to hear kind of the loud, full, rich sound of his guitars, and it was more acoustic than anything. But it was a nice show. And the show was right after the United States invaded Iraq, and so he gave a little bit of his opinion on his opposition to us entering that war. And 9/11 was still fresh in everybody's minds, and this is Arizona, so this concert was in Mesa, Arizona, and I think a lot of audience members kind of booed and hissed quite a bit for that. But looking back on it now, it's just like, I don't know, I think a lot of people's opinions changed about wars and stuff, and what we're seeing now, what's going on. So I thought it was pretty interesting. He took an early stand, kind of like the Dixie Chicks back in the day, and people were just panning them for their opinions, but I think their opinions were, pretty spot on in retrospect. But anyway, that's my opinion. Built to Spill, Keep It Like a Secret. Fantastic music from the 90s. And that's it for this contest entry. Thank you, JC, for doing this contest. Fantastic channel. Everybody go check them out. And everybody have a great weekend. It's Sunday. Enjoy your day, and love you guys. Bye.